Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jess, and today I'm going to be giving you episode number 1 of my new series, Around the World in Clay, where I'm going to be basically showing you how to make 4 to 5 charms inspired by a country's culture and give you some facts about them. So today I chose France, and the first charm I made was the croissant. So I'm going to be giving you some fun facts along the way, and I'll have my sources cited down below for you to check out, and let's get right into it. So, our first charm, the French croissant, didn't actually originate in France. It is a descendant to the Austrian Kipfel, which is a crescent-shaped bread roll sort of thing. It wasn't as flaky as the modern croissant, but the word croissant wasn't actually added to the French dictionary until 1863, when it became a part of French culture. The first modern croissant recipe wasn't really created until the early 1900s, and the flaky texture, which a croissant is really known for, is produced through a process called laminating, where you kind of roll cold butter into the dough. And the ingredients in French are butter, or beurre, flour, farine, water, eau, milk, lait, yeast, levure, sugar, sucre, salt, sel, and egg or œuf. And it is not actually considered a pastry, and it differs from normal pastry dough because a croissant has yeast, milk, and eggs, which pastries do not. And they're actually called viennoiserie versus pastries because they have the yeast / milk and the eggs. So yeah, the reason why I decided to give you guys fun facts in this video is because I thought it would be a different fun change. And these charms are simple enough that if you just watch, you can understand, and then hopefully learning the facts makes it a little bit more interesting for you. I chose France first because I actually take French in school. I don't have the best accent, so sorry for me butchering those words, the ingredients. But I do speak a little bit of the language, and maybe one day I should try doing an all-French video. Probably not, though. Comment down below which country you'd like to see me guys do next. I would be open to anything. I just got back from my vacation from the Bahamas, so maybe I'll do the Bahamas. The reason why this video took so long to get out was because I was in the Bahamas, so I took a little break. But I'm back now, and I should be posting pretty regularly, at least until I get back in school, and then I'm not sure how consistently I'll be able to post them. But please be sure to let me know if you do like this style of video where you just watch me craft and I kind of talk about different things. Just because to me, I kind of can figure out how to make a charm just by looking at it for the most part. So watching tutorials are not as interesting for me unless I'm following along with my clay. So I figure this was just a way to make it a little bit more interesting and to teach you some things you probably didn't know. Or I hope you didn't know some of the stuff. But yeah, let me know if you did enjoy learning about this, or if there's something different I could talk about, like giving advice or feedback as best as I can. But I'm just finishing up the charm now, and then we're going to move on to the next one. Or is it almond flour? It's almond flour, sorry. The recipe actually originated in Italy, but an Italian noblewoman, Catherine de' Medici, married Henry II. She actually brought her pastry chef with her, which is how the recipe traveled from Italy to France. So the word for macaron comes from the same origin of macaroni, which means fine dough, in case you didn't know. And May 31st is actually National Macaron Day, and they are the most commonly sold dessert in France. They contain 70 to 100 calories, meaning that eating 6 macarons would be the same number of calories as one cupcake, which an average cupcake has 600. So yeah, if you're looking for a better way to save on calories, eat one macaron versus one cupcake. There are also many different flavors with over 100. Some of the most popular being pistachio, salted caramel. I made a chocolatey one. There's vanilla, mint. I guess you can have coffee, like any fruity ones. There's so many different options. But yeah, let me know, which types of macarons have you had before? I've actually only had a chocolate one. I had it once at like a hotel buffet, but I should try making them one time. Let me know. Did you guys like them? Have you had them before? I don't remember it being anything special, but maybe they're really good. So part of the reason why I made this series was also to kind of inspire me to move out of my comfort zone a little bit. So I sculpt a lot of food, and some animals occasionally, not that many, like mainly like bears or bunnies, like simple kawaii ones. But this was to push me out of my comfort zone. You may be thinking, Jess, you just sculpted two foods, but from here on, this time I actually didn't have that much time, but next we're going to be making L'Arc de Triomphe. So I never have really sculpted a building before, and this is not a tiny, simple scale, but it's definitely pushing me out of my comfort zone, and that's another part of the series. Next time I'm going to try and do some more, like, complicated animals, or, like, maybe even food dishes, like macaroni, for example. I've never sculpted that. But let's get into the facts about L'Arc de Triomphe. It was commissioned on August 15th, 1806 by Napoleon, which did happen to be his birthday, so maybe he was giving himself a little birthday present. It's located in the center of Paris, at the meeting point of 12 main roads, and the original plans to fill the space was to actually construct a giant three-tiered elephant that would be, like, hollow on the inside, and people could actually, like, sit and lounge inside, but those plans fell through. Thankfully, I guess. Napoleon actually never lived to see the finished building, though he did have a small wooden replica that was crafted for him, that he actually tied his wedding knot underneath to his wife. And because this was such a massive project, each of the four pillars do showcase a different artist. So each of the sculptures are unique, though in my version that is in clay, it's very simplified, and I actually didn't really show like four sides of the arch. I only did the front. Furthermore, it's the second largest Arc of Triumph in the world, you could say. I don't know what the exact English translation is, if that's what it is, but it was originally the largest when it was built, but North Korea then has since built one which is significantly larger. And there's also a flame beneath it that has been burning for almost 100 years, so that's another fun fact. I'm actually pretty happy with how my first architectural piece turned out. I think it's very simple, but the details are there. You can sort of see it, and You saw the picture earlier. I actually had drawn that on Procreate just to kind of give myself an idea of how I was going to outline this. But next up, we're going to move on to the French flag. So I'm going to try and make a habit of doing the flag of each country that I do, just because I feel like that's an essential part of each culture. And the French flag, or le drapeau tricolore, is 3 colors. It has bleu, blanche, white, et rouge, or red. And in 1790, the flag was adopted, but the colors were reversed, like the order of them was reversed, until 1794. The flag before the French Revolution, which was when this flag was adopted, was plain white to symbolize purity and strength of the French monarchy. White, so, is the color of the Bourbon family who ruled previous to the French Revolution. The red and blue are colors of Paris, also known as the Pantone colors, and also the stripes were not always an equal size and used to be in a 30 to 33 to 37 proportion, but now they are equal size. So these are the finished French-inspired charms. I hope you guys like them. I love how they turned out, and I really enjoyed putting together this video, doing some simple research, and getting to push a little bit out of my comfort zone. The next time I hope to push a little bit more. We'll see. Let me know down below once again if you enjoyed this and which country you would like to see next. Bye!